This is Dave from Crusade with Me, and we have a new voice messaging system that would be anxious to hear from all of our listeners. If you please call 260-267-0414. Leave a message. You can even send a text to that, and we'll get it and respond. Want to hear maybe your favorite episodes, things you like, things you hate, whatever it is. Let us know. This is Crusade with Me, where we ride together toward truth, strip away illusion, and train our spirits to live boldly. Today we take aim at a silent enemy, the hunger for acceptance from others. It seems harmless at first. We all want to be liked, understood, respected. But when that desire becomes our compass, we lose the map of who we are. We trade our armor for costumes. We hand over our sword for applause. And in the end, we're left empty. Here's the truth. We were not created for this restless scrambling for approval. We were created for Eden, for the wholeness of walking unashamed, knowing who we are, and needing nothing from the shifting opinions of others. Every time we bend ourselves to the accepted by the world, we step further from Eden. Every time we stand in truth, we take a step back toward it. Here's our battle cry. Stand unshaken. No applause. No insult. Only truth. Well, hello, my queen. How are you?
Hello, my love. I am definitely just surviving. I'm not thriving, and I'm in a deep need of a nap, even though it's so close to bedtime.
Well, our schedules have been jostled, right? And we are obviously much more routine than we probably recognize.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
But we did have we had a sibling swim pool party.
Yeah.
Your siblings.
Yeah. They're your siblings too.
Yes. Yes, it was good to see Jiffy Pop and the whole gang.
Yeah, he's looking kind of good.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, it's taken the hair a while to come back, but he's getting there.
Did you say it took the hair off of his back?
Is
that what I hadn't noticed, but okay.
I said it's taken a while to get his hair to grow back.
Oh.
But it's getting there.
Well, you see how I thought what I heard you say.
Yeah. Well, that's just because that was a topic of discussion because of my dad. But
Right.
yeah, we were kind of recreating some memories yesterday because of my dad.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, geez. But yes, yeah, we were kind of I was out of kind of sorts yesterday, but I have some gut issues.
Yeah, that'll
not feeling my bestest.
Take it out of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That and a headache.
Yeah. Had to stop at a gas station and get some Aleve or something. You know.
Right.
Not going to get it on sale at a gas station, that's for sure.
No.
I think I paid $7 for 6 capsules.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
I don't care. I mean, you had to have them.
Yeah, I can get 100 of them for like $2.38 at Walmart.
Well, there's that. No, yeah. I know you have some stories you could tell when we talk about acceptance and I'm not telling you to tell your stories or any stories, but this whole thing about, truly it's about pleasing others, right? And when you make that your life focus, that can be a downhill spiral. And I mean, this is a tough subject because technically everybody, we probably all base some portions of our decisions in our lives on input of others, what other people would agree with, those type of things. So how you sort through all that to say, okay, this is me versus I'm making these decisions or I'm doing things. I'm thinking of I know a guy, and I'm going to call him Thomas. That was not his name. I'm going to call him Thomas. Grew up in a small town. And where fitting in was kind of like the unspoken rule, but that's not unusual. And he learned early that his natural laugh, loud, deep, unrestrained.
Is his real name Dave?
No. No, it wasn't mine. That was too much for some people. So he softened it, and he started to dress like the others. He learned to keep his beliefs quiet, unless he knew they matched the crowds. And little by little, the fire in him dimmed. Years later, Thomas looked in the mirror and realized he didn't recognize the man staring back. He had become a perfectly acceptable ghost. A man who could pass unnoticed in any room because there was nothing left to notice. And that is the hidden cost of chasing acceptance. It's conditional. Granted when you please, withdrawn when you don't. And it's fragile. Snapped in an instant by a shift in fashion or opinion. And it's transactional. You're not loved. You're leased. And the longer you play the part, the more your true self becomes a stranger. Confidence doesn't vanish in one blow. It's chipped away with every yes your soul wanted to say no to. See, in Eden, we were naked and unashamed. Not because we were flawless, but because we were whole. But chasing human acceptance, that's chasing fig leaves, coverings that never hide the fear of rejection. Think of a knight on a battlefield who waits for the king's praise before raising his sword. And when the call to charge comes, he hesitates because he's looking at the throne, not the enemy. Crusaders, you were not sent into this world to please its court. You were sent to reclaim Eden's gate. You know something I hate? You know something I hate. I hate mirrors. I really do not like mirrors.
They're not my friend. But they do help me from making a fool of myself before I leave the house. So there's that.
Well, yeah, okay, there's a little bit of that. But, I mean, look, as long as I got my pants on when I'm leaving the house, and they're zipped, and I don't need a mirror for that.
Yeah, but you do need to know that you don't have my panties stuck to the back of your sweater.
Well, that's true, too.
We've talked about that before.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there is a thing called static electricity.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. But, you know, I was thinking about this in a different light. Let's talk about another enemy. And in my mind, that enemy is the mirror. Okay? And not one, and I want to be clear, I thought about the mirror just because I don't like mirrors, but I'm really not talking about the mirror in your bathroom. I'm talking about the one you carry around in your mind. When your identity depends on how others see you, you're not living your life. You're living a reflection of their desires. That's the mirror I'm really talking about. This mirror life, for lack of a better term, that could be exhausting. You spend your energy polishing the image instead of strengthening the self. Here are 3 signs you've been caught in the trap. You overthink every decision, not for wisdom, but for how it will be judged. Or number 2, you shift your values depending on the company you keep.
A chameleon.
Yes, absolutely. Or number 3, you feel empty even after receiving the praise you thought you wanted. Wasn't boisterous enough. From an energy standpoint, approval seeking is really leaking. The energy flows outward, always searching for someone to catch it and hand it back. But true power, it flows inward first, anchoring the self, then moves outward with purpose. And in Eden, we didn't live by reflections. We lived in direct reality. Seeking others' approval is like walking backward toward the garden. Your feet move forward, but your eyes are locked on the crowd, not the gate. So here's a practice. Before you respond to a request, a compliment, or a criticism, pause and ask, would I still choose this if no one ever knew I did it? And if the answer is no, you're polishing the mirror, not walking the path. I mean, we all know people, right? We know. And who are some of the, we've had this discussion many times. Who are we drawn to more often than not? We're drawn to the quirky, not so, right?
Right.
And that presents to us, and what do we oftentimes we'll walk away and say, man, they just were so genuine
And authentic.
authentic, exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. We're 80s kids, right? Early 80s. So we had our Jordache jeans. All kids did.
Mm-hmm. The Jordache look.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the look I want to know better. You've got the look that's all together.
Mm-hmm.
Working, playing, day or night. Jordache is the look that's right.
There you go.
The thing that I saw, I've taken a social media break. One of the things that I saw recently, and I'm sure it's been out there for a while, but I'm slow to the game because I'm not overly on social media.
No, you're taking a break, and you were never really. I mean, you never.
Yeah, I'm still on
didn't doom
Instagram because
scroll,
I
right.
feel like Instagram is the most minor of social media, and I've never been on TikTok. But so I just learned that a lot of these influencers, it's staged. It's staged in the sense that they rent a house and they leave their kids at home with a nanny. And some of them even go as far as to have like hired actors to like, so their houses appear to be pristine because they're not their houses.
And you know what?
So when we talk about,
Right, yeah.
be careful because what you see is not real. Guess what? It really is not real.
Absolutely.
And women in particular are comparing,
Their houses to what they're seeing.
and it's not. You're not You're comparing apples to oranges because you're comparing a staged home and a staged family
In life.
to your real home and your real family, and you're thinking, how can this woman do this and I can't? Well, she can because it's not her home,
Right.
and it's not her family.
Right.
That's why. And people are making that comparison, and they're feeling like failures, and so then they're just like, well, I just give up altogether. So be careful.
No, I
Be
agree. That's
careful.
awesome because that's a little bit different tack than I was taking, obviously.
I know,
But that's
making a
but
bad
no,
comparison there,
it's
but-
not. It's actually great because that's something we probably need to talk about more.
Well, when you're looking to fit in as a mom and as a homemaker.
And so what I'm talking about is just in our circles and whatever circles I'm not even, so I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not even talking about social media, but then you compound that, and I guess really, isn't acceptance what social media is really all about? Mm-hmm. Oh, look how many views I got. Look how many likes I got.
Yeah.
Look how many comments I
Yes.
got.
How many
that's all
friends I have.
Yeah, that's all about acceptance. And that's all bullshit. Mm-hmm. I mean, as you just described, literally, it's stage, it's nonsense, it's scripted.
Right.
It's not reality.
Because why else would you have to do that if you... I mean, whoever came up with that, and apparently it's a lot of them. A lot.
and that
because
was-
somebody has shined a light on this.
And I'm just talking about, I was thinking about this from a different break. I'm glad you brought that up because that's absolutely right. We needed to talk about, we need to say what we just said. But I was just thinking about, okay, right, wrong, and different. And I'm no bigwig. But you know what? In a fair number of meetings, I'm the highest ranking guy in the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And so I intentionally refrain from commenting or saying this is what I think or any statement about anything of substance in the meeting. because I do not want to influence the team so that they only think that they got to say what I want to hear, because that will happen.
Sure.
And so finally, when I do say something, I hope I've taken it in and I've heard other people's, and now sometimes when I say what I'm saying, I'm either going to piss somebody off or I know I've got people around the table that will be in agreement with me. I don't change what I'm going to say, but I don't want them to change what they were going to say, what their data and their, direction they feel would be the right move. I haven't always been that way. I have not always been that way.
Well, again, we've said before, the older we get, the wiser we get.
That's true. But how many times in life have we just agreed with somebody in a group because the group seems to be of one mindset? And it might have been something that we pretty much disagreed with wholeheartedly, but agreed. And I'm not saying you have to fight. If you have, that's the other thing. We've already had the episodes on that about just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean it's a fight.
Right.
I'm talking about disagree so that you're not mirroring somebody else. Be authentic to yourself. That's all that really is.
Right.
And so now, how do we reclaim ourselves? Right? I mean, I think most all of us have experienced this, have lived this.
Right.
First, understand this. Real acceptance is not something granted. It's something recognized as already present. The self that needs nothing is free to give everything. 3 steps to start. Number 1, daily alignment check. Each morning, name 3 actions you'll take that are for your growth and no one else's approval. Every morning. And that's the perfect time to kind of meditate, think about the 3 actions. When we're having that no screen time. Number 2, silent withdrawing. Spend part of your day unseen. No posts, no updates, no fishing for validation. Let your soul breathe without an audience. And number 3, start a truth-telling ritual. Speak one truth every day without sanding down the edges to make it likable. But truthful. The still, quiet heart is where truth dwells. No audience. No applause. Only the eternal. The world is not the source of your worth, so its acceptance is not the measure of your life.
I 100% agree with that.
So every time you choose truth over approval, you're peeling away the layers of exile. Eden isn't just a place. It's a state of unbroken integrity. And every act of courage is a step toward its gates. So Crusaders, remember, Full armor turns the arrows of rejection into harmless noise. Your worth is not proven in the arena of applause. It is forged in the solitude of the armory. My queen, do you have any final thoughts? You had a great. That was great about adding the social media in.
I'm not in it. I don't even know what applause would sound like unless it came from you. But I guess I would think that as Christians, if we're getting applause, we're probably not doing the right thing. Right?
Great point.
I mean, there's the wide path and the narrow way,
Right.
whatever. Right. Then we're not on the road to Eden, probably. So, because I don't think it's not like a race where there's people applauding on the side of the road. They're either on the path with us or they're
right, or they're yelling.
There's no audience.
Well, they're trying to yank people off the path.
Yeah. So they're not applauding.
No.
So I pretty much just keep my head down, do my thing, and I'm not looking for applause. Nor am I hearing them. So
and that
could be why I'm not looking for them.
And that has nothing to do with your hearing, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not. So I'm just, I mean, and we kind of had this conversation this morning about, what I am looking for are deeper, richer, fuller conversations. I'm not looking for trivial. I'm not looking for surface.
Right.
I'm looking for people to have good convos with, and not argumentative
deep, meaningful.
Yes,
combos.
Meaningful. Yeah, not and to your point, because we've discussed that on this podcast before. Not everything has to be a confrontation. I'm not arguing politics, religion with anybody. If someone else wants to come at us like that, I mean,
sure.
I've said, I think I started on the very first podcast I was on. I think those kind of things, if people want to have that with you, they certainly help you form why you believe what you believe.
Yes.
They form that foundation for you, but I'm not here to argue with anybody. No. But I think having conversations of somebody that has an opposite opinion of you helps
both parties, really.
Absolutely. So I think we both feel that way. We can talk to anybody about any of that stuff. But outside of that, I love to have conversations with people. And sometimes when you go a long time without having good, deep conversations with people, you feel like shriveled up. You kind of look for it.
We did an episode. We did an episode that we did not talk about this. We were focused on empathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The weight of awake.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate.
Did we say that phrase? Did we say that phrase?
Weight of being awake.
Once you're woke, you can't be.
Well,
and that's not even going to say that.
Yeah,
correctly.
I'm not awoke. I even hate
not woke, but
I know.
Once you've been awoken, that's not even right.
No, you said it, but once you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
Right,
and that really goes into right exactly what you're talking about, and that probably precipitated this episode in my mind about, are Hey Dudes popular? I don't know if Hey Dudes are popular or not. And I don't really give two shits. I just know they're pretty dang comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
I don't find them to be comfortable. They're not
really
supportive on my old lady feet.
No, I like, yeah.
But we digress.
Your old lady feet? What about your younger brother's old lady feet? Holy they were like a 2x4.
They've always been that way. I mean,
I
since
have
he was
never-
like 10,
I've never seen a foot like that.
he has absolutely no arches.
None.
None.
It's like
I know.
a dwarf,
I know.
on The Hobbit.
I just can't believe it's taken you this long to know that.
Well, I'm not normally looking at his feet when he's only wearing a Speedo, but anyway.
He did not have a Speedo. But he has one because I bought you both one last year when we went on vacation. Yeah. Anyways.
Great. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Look, getting back to the whole acceptance. So we are not here to be accepted. We're here to be true, right? And that's what you were saying. Those meant to ride beside you will find you on the path of truth, not on the stage of performance. You can't control who accepts you. You can decide whether you accept yourself.
Yeah, buddy.
So stand firm. Every act of integrity is a stone laid on the road back to Eden. The battle for your soul's integrity is worth more than every cheer in a kingdom somewhere. So here's your challenge. Think of one area of your life where you've been seeking acceptance at the expense of truth. Today, take one step toward reclaiming it. Even the small steps count. I want to hear from you, Crusaders. Where have you been seeking acceptance and how has it shaped or misshaped your life? Call our Crusader messenger line at 260-267-0414. Share your story, share your battle, share your victory. Your voice might be the torch that lights someone else's way back to Eden. Again, that is 260-267-0414. Your voice matters in this crusade. And our battle cry for this episode, stand unshaken. No applause, no insult, only truth. The gate of Eden is ahead, so let's ride on.